Welcome to my channel. This is Talahe Nureava. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment in the comment section to say hey. Okay. So, as y'all know, I have been into this book and want to answer some questions. And y'all, there is so many questions that I can answer in this book. 597 questions to answer. The first question that I'm going to answer, I don't know if I want to answer this. It says, or it asks, when's the last time you felt anything close to ecstasy? Now, I've never done ecstasy before. However, I'm thinking more in a intimate type of setting. When I think of, I don't know, like, how do I answer this question? I'm laughing because I don't know. When I think of this type of question, I'm coming from the sense of, that song Ella Varna, can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? Yeah. I don't know. Some type of euphoric type of feeling. How should I answer this question? The last time I felt anything close to ecstasy. Not that I'm an ecstasy user. I've never done that before. I don't think that I would ever do that. I don't think that that's something that I want in my body. No judgment here. We all have our, things that we do that we may not do or should not do. But, I'll leave ecstasy to those that want to do ecstasy. However, I don't know, for some strange reason in my mind, the ecstasy question. There is a person that comes to mind, and we'll call him D. His name did start with a D. However, I used to go to the reggae club a lot. I was there like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. So I love reggae music. And he loved to dance too. Literally, he was like the best dance partner ever. We would hang out from time to time. He just had like that southern charm and just to dance and stuff. And look at me playing my hair. He was tall, handsome, and just built real, real nice. And he was just, I don't know. He played semi football. And he's from New Orleans, and I think that was the last time I felt anything close to whatever you may consider ecstasy, I guess. I just enjoyed myself with him. He was just a gentleman, and just we could talk and stuff like that. Now, we could never really, form a relationship. It just, it just was not, it wouldn't have been appropriate. I'll just leave it like that. Just wouldn't have been appropriate. So, next question. What was something you used to hate having for dinner? Oh, okay. Right here. Something I used to hate having for dinner. Anything smothered in gravy. Ugh. Like, I just couldn't stand the gravy. Like, I don't like a lot of gravy. Like, I don't even have it now, but back in the day when your family used to make those stretch meals and they just smothered any and everything they could in gravy. Anything smothered in gravy, I can't do it. Like, just a little bit of gravy, but not smothered in gravy. Not What's the biggest scandal you've ever witnessed? Child. Would I be a part of this scandal? Okay, quick story time. My iPad going dead. Dang, okay, I got like 10% left. I think I can tell the story. Now, I always liked older guys. Alrighty, so I was going to cosmetology school, and I was at that time 16 years old, and I would get on the bus from high school to cosmetology school. Now, there was this fine, sexy, handsome bus driver. Mind you, I was in high school, and I knew that he was older than me, and I knew he was off limits because of his age difference. I believe he was like early 20s, I believe. No, he was mid 20s. I'm gonna tell you how I know. I'll tell you a little bit like later how I know. But anyways, so I'm trying to fix this camera, make my face look so big, but whatever. It is what it is until I get my setup correctly. Now, literally, he would, he would always do, sometimes he would like alternate different routes, but I found that he was on my route more consistently, like smiling, trying to make small talk with me. I was kind of nervous because I knew that he was older than me and I knew I should not be talking to him, but I just told him like a little stuff here and there, like not too much. Mind you, he was fine, handsome and everything, but I already knew that my parents are not approved. Why? Because I'm underage, I'm 16, and this man is grown as hell. Okay, all right, so there you go with that. So I kept it cute, right? He was never disrespectful with me. He was just more so, I guess, just like infatuated, I guess, like I kind of was too. But I knew that, like I said, it could never go anywhere because he was older. I was around a whole bunch of older women because I was like literally the baby in that school. I started off when I was 15 and a half. I was too young to be there, but my mama like paid them for me to go, early or whatever. And that was fine because I really like to be in the beauty industry. My mom was a cosmetologist, and I love just hair, nails, skin, all of that. That was like something that I was really passionate about. I really, really loved it, right? So at this moment in time of me being in cosmetology school, I was literally like doing practical and stuff like this, and then a whole nother crew of women came through. There was a new group of students that had started around the time, and there was a group of ladies. These ladies, they were nice. They were about 15 years older than myself, and there was this one lady in there, and just a beautiful spirit, always willing to help people. She was just this beautiful, beautiful person. She was, when I think of her, I still smile to this day. Like, I lost contact actually with almost like all of the people there. I think I still keep in contact, maybe like 5 people, I think, or whatever. But this particular lady, she was so nice, so sweet, and she could really do some hair. Like, when I say like super amazing, super sweet, she was so, 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 so nice, right? So, like, I'm, every so often, just having small interactions with her. She's so uplifting, so nice, so sweet. And she just always like just doing stuff and and she, when I say her cosmetology skills, hair skills, bomb.com, she has blessed hands, right? And she was just like, she would, celebrate you, pray for you. And she wasn't overbearing. She was just like so nice. She just reminds me of she reminds me of how should I explain it? She reminds me of, I don't want to say Monique because Monique, there's a controversy with her, but she has like a real caring, genuine spirit. Monique, the comedian, she is just like super dope, super amazing. She reminds me of Miss Tad. That's who she reminds. She reminds me of Miss Tad. Miss Tad. Now, this particular lady, she was darker complected, a real full figured woman. I'm just telling you this because I've learned some things about being in cosmetology school. There are things that my mom and dad taught me as well too, but I've learned a lot while being there. I will tell y'all some crazy wild stories later on, but this is pretty wild because I'm going into the whole scandal situation. Now, if you even want to call it a scandal. So, um, this this bus driver, right? He was on my route more and more and more and more, like the route I would take, right? like pick up and like drop offs. Sometimes I would just like take rides with my friend, or I have my parents come pick me up depending on what time I would, if I had a client later or whatever. But I just noticed him more and more and more, just like, you know, dropping me off on the route and like doing a pickup, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. He would try to get my phone number, but I would never give him, like, he kind of like always like insinuated trying to get my phone number. But I was like, no, whatever. I would just say something. I was like, no, my parents pay my bill or whatever, or they have access to it. He never like try to pry on it, but he always like insinuate, right? Now, at that moment in time, yes, my parents, they were paying my cell phone bill, but also I just knew that was not right. I should not be involved in nothing like that. Okay, cool, whatever. I keep saying it because I knew it was wrong, right? So a couple of times I just started like getting on the bus with like my headphones or whatever, and just like listen to music, because I just was like nervous. I was scared because I was just like, ooh, I shouldn't be, involved with this man, right, at all. Like, he would still make small talk, but I had started like making like a little distance. And then, you know how guys are, they like to try to, when you pulling back, they'll try to reel you in and stuff like that. So one day he was like, oh, what you listening to? And I was like, oh, Alicia Keys or whatever. And I just was walking to the back of the bus, not the middle of the bus, right? So the next time I got on the bus, this man had Alicia Keys playing on. Like, I think that bus had like a CD player or something. The city bus would have like a CD player or something. And he was playing, like, he had the album, right? And this one, Alicia Keys was real. She was like really like a hot artist. And I'm just like, oh God, like, okay, cool, whatever, got me, right? So we start like talking back and forth or whatever. And some time go by, a couple months go by, though, that was our interaction. So I was at cosmetology school one day, and the lady, she was so excited about she was so excited her husband about to come, um, and like women, like, it was another lady husband was coming. They would just like come in, drop off stuff, like bring them dinner and stuff like that too, right? So this lady, she was like, she had asked one of the classmates, she's like, you want to ride? She's like, we going the same way. She said, my husband about to come get me. And we all are just playing or whatever. I'm in high school, so I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm actually working on a paper from school while I'm sitting there. My I was already doing my theory, my practical for the week, right? My goal. So I'm sitting at my station, cleaning off my station. I'm finishing up my paper, writing my paper for school or whatever. I'm flat ironing my hair, just getting my station together, because it was like going to be the first of the month the next day. And usually that's when it's so busy, the first of the month. In walks this man for his wife to pick her up in their brand new car. Now, I hadn't seen him earlier that day. No, I see him on one of the routes, but I guess that the next route I didn't see him, right? Because mind you, I had went to school too, so I had to do like a double back for school or whatever when I went back to cosmetology school. So he walked in and he see me. I see him, and I'm like looking at him, like, just like staring at him. And the the wife does not catch on, but who catches on? The instructor. And my mama Key is she is someone that I call like a mama. I still call her. I still see her on Facebook. Every now and then I may see her in public or whatever. And she yanked me, and she would look to him. And still the wife, she was like, oh baby, she's like, yeah, she's like, we got a new car, a new drop top, blah 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 blah. So I told the wife, I was like, okay, have good, we'll see you tomorrow, right? Because she had asked me to use my Marcel irons. My mama always said, don't let nobody use your stuff or whatever. And I told her, no, she can't use my Marcels, but I had an extra set that was given to me that she can like season or whatever she can use, but I was not letting her use one of the stuff that my mama had got me. So we were like talking and whatever, and This man just standing there like smiling and stuff like that. And he's not, she hugs him, but he's like, actually, when she hugged him, he's smiling at me. So Mama Key was like, come here, let me talk. I gotta show you something, right? So I was like so confused. So I'm just thinking like, what the is going on, right? So they leave. They take the other classmate with them. And I know the story is all over the place. I'm leaving some stuff out on purpose because I don't want to say their names or whatever, right? So they take the other classmate with him. And so they had bought a brand new like drop top or whatever, drop top 4-door vehicle, whatever. And the wife, the sweet lady, she hops in the back seat. Okay. And in the front seat is the classmate with the lady husband. Mama Key was like, I wish I would sit in the back seat while my husband's in the driver's seat and a classmate that I barely know sitting in the front seat. And she said, I hope that nobody I know would ever have such low self-esteem. Because the lady, now I told her she's a fool at figuring woman. She's so pretty. She's so pretty, whatever, right? But, and, beauty's not how to behold her to some people, whatever. But her spirit alone, like, will take her far. But I was just thinking, like, I'm still kind of stuck. Like, I'm a little slow because I'm just thinking, like, I knew me having this conversation with the man was going to go nowhere because I knew I was younger. And I don't know, I like thought about him every so often. But I think I was just so shocked that for when you were a driver on my route, you knew that I went to this cosmetology school because you dropped me off, like your route drops me off like right in front of the school, and you knew that your wife was going here too. I didn't even know you was freaking married. The man didn't wear no ring or whatever. I think and she's older than him too, whatever. Because she made mention that her husband was younger than her, by like 8 years or whatever. But I was in my mind, I was just thinking like, so the instructor, she wise beyond her age, beyond her year. She was already in her 40s or whatever, so she kind of like sensed what was going on or whatever. And she was like, I don't even want to know if you ever did anything with that man. I looked at her, I said, excuse me. I said, first of all, she was like, no, I'm not asking. She was like, don't tell her, don't ever say nothing. And Mom Key was like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. And I felt so guilty. Why did I feel guilty? Why did I feel bad? Why was I embarrassed? Like, why was I like feeling that way? And that was another question. What was the last moment you felt ashamed? That's another question I'm gonna answer. Like, why did I feel ashamed? I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, I was trying to separate myself from the man. You know what I mean? I didn't do nothing with the man. Like, it was just like some type of exchange back and forth or whatever. And just with him or whatever on the bus, but it never went beyond that because I already knew. I guess that was also my sense of discernment as well too. Like, God knew what he was doing. Like, maybe it was a test as well too, but I'm like still sitting there like, this man is a real dog. Like, I never knew that they really existed so close to home. So it was a little bit awkward for me because I felt bad because I still had interactions with the wife at the school. Um, but I also made sure that I didn't become close to her. And I think she kind of felt like there was a little distance, but I just told her, oh, I'm in high school and, I'm just, just doing a lot. I'm just getting ready for, prepping for graduation and stuff like that. And I was just kind of like, I felt really bad. And I'm just like, dang, like I can't, who do I talk to? Cause like, I didn't know nothing about those feelings. Like, and that my best friend, she was there too. She was like, because my best friend was talking to somebody that was older, and that was already approved with with her parents or whatever. But with me, my parents didn't play that. Like, I didn't even try. I already knew. Like, I mean, I always liked older guys. I just did. I don't know. I never liked anybody at my school. I didn't like nobody in my age bracket. Like, none of that. I always liked older guys, but shameful. Close to a scandal as possible, but I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a scandal because we didn't, like I said, we didn't do nothing. I didn't even let the man have my phone number, and I just felt that I was using my sense of discernment on purpose with that. But I literally, I don't know. So after all that was done and said, and I made a vow to myself that I would not speak to the lady about her husband and his ways. It was just suggested with the instructor, and these is women, they hood. So but that lady, she not hood. But I got on the bus the next day. I didn't want to, but I don't know, for whatever reason I was gonna ask my mom or dad for a ride, but I didn't. And y'all know this man tried to talk to me after, it was like normal, like nothing was just um like that the incident the day before didn't happen, the occurrence didn't happen. Like, hey, what you doing, how your day going, or whatever, just trying to talk to me like normal. Y'all don't know, I had my headphones on, I gave him my transfer, and I kept walking. I listened to my headphones on, and I looked out the window the whole time. The whole time I didn't even say nothing to him. And then literally after that, I got on the bus again. He tried to talk to me again, and I just kept it moving. And then I didn't want to feel uncomfortable, make me feel uncomfortable. So what I ended up doing was I ended up changing my route. So I ended up catching another bus going the opposite way after I got out of after class had ended from cosmetology school. And I caught it to my mom's salon, and I just went to my mom's salon instead of going home. I went to the salon. So I had not seen him at all on the bus. He did come up to the school on a day that he knew that she was not going to be there, talking about he was looking for her. But, they knew that he was looking for me. But they were like, oh, your wife's not here. And he was like, oh, okay. And then, like, he looked at my station because where I was at, I was in the wax room, and I was able to see him or whatever. And they were like, okay, well, you wanna call her or whatever. He was like, oh, he's like, maybe her phone is dead. He was like, he was like, well, maybe I can call on her cell phone or whatever. I just wanted to bring her some flowers. You want to bring your wife no flowers, boy? Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit like Mama K. She was like, you not up here for your wife. You're not up for your wife. And that was the last time that he came up there, because I don't know what else Mama K said to him. Mama K is hood, y'all. She don't play no games. She was like, she told everybody I was her baby, because I was so pure. I was her. She didn't let nobody mess with me, whether it was a crazy client or because I was quiet too. I was naive, y'all. I was heckin' naive. But Mama K, she with the sugar honey iced tea. She don't care. She was gonna go toe for toe. She was like, "You not up here for your wife, and you know it," type of deal. So yeah, that was the scandal. I know that story was all over the place, but I gotta go charge my iPad. So I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye. Thanks so much for supporting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate your support. I'll see you on the next upload. Bye bye.